We live in a society where information, mass media, and social campaigns work side by side, and yet seeking professional help for mental health issues and diagnosis are still often than not stigmatized. People ourselves come into networks of those who we care for, having a shared intimacy and support that satisfies our social and emotional necessities. How come it is so different from people experiencing prejudice and self-intended shame from their already deteriorating mental stability, affecting major aspects of their individuality and how they cope on life? Misleading information or representation of mental illness are one of the factors where stigma comes from, where the lack of a person's understanding or awareness of what the other experiences while in a state of a reduced quality of life and lowered self-satisfaction brings a negatively perceived opinion into prejudicing their condition, implying a greater scope of the issue not only subjected to self-stigma but also in public workplaces and institutions as categorized by Corrigan et al. On his 2014 study. The American Psychiatric Association mentioned a recent 2020 review of psychiatric research by Philip Yanes et al. Concluded the negative effects of self-stigma such as difficulties with social relationships, increased psychiatric symptoms, more difficulties at work, and reduced likelihood of consistently staying in treatment is associated to a prolonged recovery of an individual diagnosed with severe mental illness. Supporting this, a 2017 longitudinal study by Natalie Axel and colleagues also mentioned involving individuals more than 200 with a 2-year period mental illness having poorer recovery mainly due to bullying and harassment, lack of understanding by family or peers, and also concerns of reluctance, social isolation, and financial incapacity. Whilst prevalent, adverse specific efforts against stereotypes and discrimination would reduce the stigma, either through efficient wide population professional mental health services, social campaign, or through advocating the National Alliance on Mental Illness efforts prescribed to individual levels involving sharing of life experiences of people with mental illnesses. We must be educated, empowered, and by letting the media know, simply just by being open and positively sharing the experience in social media platforms.